Hi, my name is Melissa G. Ellison, and this is for um, ECS 325 Child, Family, Culture, Community Relationship, and Advocacy with Rebecca Hancock as my professor. Today, I'm going to talk to you guys about family structures. Family structures are super important because they are the way the kids respond, and they build a basis on how we communicate, depending on what that structure is. So there are many types of families, but I'm going to go over 4 of them with you today. There's the 2-parent family. This can be split into homelessness or 2-income family. In this day and age, it's really hard for both parents to not work. Most of the time, both parents are working. But as we know, with jobs sometimes being scarce in some areas, we do have families who don't have a home to go to. Some of them might be sleeping in their car in shelters. And so we have to make sure that we are considerate of that, and that we try to help out. One of the best things that I've seen teachers do to help families in these situations is they will keep snacks and water, things in their drawer, so when those kids come and they're hungry or they're thirsty, we have those snacks regularly available for them. They know at school they're getting a breakfast and a lunch, but a lot of times over the weekend they're not, which is why food programs are so important for these type of families. The 2-income household, with that, sometimes you have those kids more than their parents do. Unfortunately, in this day and age, a lot of parents, both of them, have to work in order to survive. And so child care centers and schools are majorly important, because if a parent can work while the child is in school, or if they can work and be able to afford a sitter, most likely they're going to have a better living status, a little better household. There's also the immigrant family. And I lived in Santa Paula. We were surrounded by orange groves, and we had a lot of migrant workers from Mexico. And we had a lot of immigrant families, and a lot of these families, they're nervous and they're scared because they don't want to be deported for anything, and they are really connected with the church. A lot of them are trying to get their immigration status, things like that. So these are things we need to be cautious about. A lot of them don't speak English, and so having someone like a translator, or even learning a few words yourself just to help with communication, is a big thing. A lot of kids live with their grandparents nowadays. Mom and dad couldn't take care of them. Grandma takes in the kids, or something happened to the family, and they need help. And it's our job as educators to help them the best ways we can. And that's even with talking to counselors and social workers to help them get a little breathing room, to help them make sure the child that they're taking care of gets all the help they need. And we also deal with kids with special disabilities. My sister son is autistic, and she has had to fight with schools to make sure that her child gets the best education possible. And then with the No Child Left Behind Act and the Disabilities Act, they also apply to schools, because we are supposed to be inclusive and provide a safe environment for all our students, whether they are handicapped or not. These families also have a harder time because they have medical doctor's appointments. And so it's important to provide as much support as we can with helping them find specialists. Anything we can do to take the burden off of them as much as possible. If we can provide speech therapy for kids who can't really talk right, then that is something we need to provide. And getting them to make sure that they have all this available to them helps. And as educators, we should be able to find this information to provide to our parents. There is five R's with promoting family engagement, and they are respect, responsiveness, reassurance, relationship, curiosity, and reflection. All these help you build trust with your parents and these families that you work with on a daily basis. Even today, we deal with households that have two moms or two dads, and we also need to keep in mind with that too. And we talk to them, we give them the same respect as we would a family with a mom and dad, or a family with just a mom. Single parents do the best they can for their kids. A lot of times they work more than they're home. So any information we give them and are able to communicate to them, it gives them hope. Like, oh, my child did that today. It gives them a little bit of excitement. Our kids and parents need communication. If we are communicating to our parents the needs of the children, then we can help them the best possible way. Listening to families is the biggest thing. If a parent needs to talk to you, you can always find someone to cover the class and talk to that parent, because sometimes they don't know to do, especially with potty training. It's a big one. Parents want to know, they ask questions. They want to know what we do at the school that's different than what they're doing at home. Making sure that you guys are working as a team, create that atmosphere is super important. Having parent advisory boards to help plan things within the school, keeping your parents involved, doing holidays where you invite the parents into the classroom and can show them what their child has been doing really helps. The communication can be consistent. We do daily sheets at my center, and it works really well. If I don't have time to meet with the parent, I can write on there, Susie had a great day. She learned to tie her shoes. Or Johnny walked for the first time today. And a lot of times we might see them walk and then we go, you should just wait and see. Look what Johnny can do. And they can actually see Johnny walk for the first time. It's exciting. These parents don't get to see those. Sometimes we won't even tell them. They'll come running to us and they'll be all super excited because their child walked. We try to get these updates to as much as possible because we have them more than they do. Another thing you could do is send home pictures. That is an amazing thing. A picture says 1,000 words, right? So if you have a picture of your child playing with blocks or coloring a picture, these are all skills they need to be able to function and build motorization in their fingers, fine motor skills, gross motor skills. These pictures are memories that can last a lifetime with these kids, and providing those things to these parents is another form of communication. So I hope that you all have had fun learning about family structures and communication, and I hope you have a blessed night.